So how and where do you find raw land deals for under $500 a pop that you could swoop up and turn around and resell on seller financing terms for $50 down, $50 a month for 48 months? In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to get that done. So what's good? It's Michael Alder here from TakingActionToday.com, giving you all the tips, tricks, and strategies to go ahead and become more successful in the land investing business. And if you're interested in seeing how we buy and sell raw land each every week, month, and year in our business, then go ahead and stop by myflippingformula.com. Consider investing in the Land Flipping Formula video series there. It's only $25, and when you do so, I send you out a physical copy of Russell Brunson's book, .com Secrets. Now let's go ahead and dive into my phone here because I try to run my whole business just off of my phone. Now I am on landcentury.com, and you can see I'm just scrolling through. I'm taking mental notes of who has what properties listed for how much. There are loads of seller finance deals. So I'm scrolling through, I'm looking for those wholesale deals that I could dive into and go ahead and see if I could flip them for cash. So on Land Century, they actually have a section on there called Land Deals Under $1,000. And I'll scroll through there to see what I could find. There are tons of deals in Arkansas, by the way, that you could just buy off of here for under $500 and absolutely sell them for $25 down, $25 a month for 48 months, and go ahead and turn that $500 into a $1,200 note. There most likely will be a high default rate and you'll take that property back. But let's look at some other more solid properties. We were just looking at one in Arizona right there. And as you can see, I was scrolling through it and I was looking to see who the seller was. Now the property was listed for almost $900, but what I'm looking to do is find out who owns these properties, who has abundant amounts of these properties, and I'm going to build a relationship with that individual there. So that last one was actually owned by Landho, and I've done deals with them in the past. I've absolutely bought properties off of them in Apache County for $500 a head. I bought them in bulk though. These are big players over at Landho. But as you can see, all you have to do is scroll through the platforms. You're going to see all these seller finance deals. A lot of these are my homies right there. He has bundles of these New Mexico ones. I do as well. And we're just going to shop each platform. So now we're going to jump on LandWatch, and I'm sure you've heard me say my disgust for the platform LandWatch. It's not mobile friendly. It's a hot mess. It's a disaster. But that doesn't mean there's not wholesalers listing properties on here. So here we got a property listed a little more than what we want to pay for one, but let's go ahead and try and scroll through here. Oh my goodness, look how jumpy this thing is. Horrific. So yeah, LandWatch, do not advertise with them. They're just a disaster. If you're not mobile friendly in this day and age, you got problems. But back to the task at hand. We're trying to find a property for $500. They have all the information there for us. It looks like James French is the one listing it there. I'm going to take James's information down. I'm going to reach out to James and say, hey, I'm looking for comparable properties to the ones you have listed on this platform, but the budget is $500 or $400 per parcel. Do you have anything that would fit that for me? And it's going to be a nice, friendly, non-aggressive conversation. It's going to be a yes or no thing, or I'll follow up with you down the road. Maybe you'll have something else. But we are building relationships on the front end. Then we're following up consistently with these individuals to go ahead and get the cheap properties we need to go ahead and sell or finance these things. Now, we're just going to keep on scrolling through here. We're going to do some filters on this just to see. Once again, look at this disaster of a website here. Do not advertise on LandWatch. But we have pulled a lot of deals off of LandWatch. Actually, some of my very early on deals came from the LandWatch platform in New Mexico there. From a guy named Jason Polly. I don't know if he's still in the business or not, but he was direct mailing like crazy, and I was buying parcels off of him for $250 to $350 a pop. So yeah, that came right off of LandWatch. Now let's go ahead and dive in here a little more. Luke Harris here, so I'm going to reach out to Luke and say, hey, looks like you have some properties in the area that I'm buying in as well. The budget is $400 per parcel that size though. Do you have anything that would fit that? I see you're asking a little bit more for the one you have listed on there. Yeah, Mike, I do. Or no, Mike, not at this time. Okay, is it cool to check back in with you to see if you get any new inventory? Absolutely. I'm going to say the same thing to John. So on these platforms, most of the time, they're not going to have them listed for what you want to pay for them, but you're going to build that relationship and negotiate. But stick with me on this one. We're on Rural Vacant Land right now. We got the OG Luke Smith on here. This is his platform. But watch what I'm going to do here. This is exactly how this works. So we're scrolling through. There's a bunch of sold properties. Nobody ever updates their websites. All the deals happen on the back end when you become buddy-buddy with these individuals here. So I'm scrolling through. Let me just click on this horrific listing with no picture here. And look at that, $4.99 is what they're asking for the parcel. They may have had a doc fee on it. I don't know if I caught it on this one, But I'm going through the listing, seeing what's good. I would totally spend that. Oh, look at this guy right here. Looks like a nice fella. Chris Riviera. He is the owner. Now, it's already sold, but you think if I picked up the phone and called Chris, got to know him a little bit, he would have something on his backlist there. They'd be like, oh, dude, I have 4 of them at $4.95. Are you interested in any of these? Yeah, let me get this one and this one. Boom. Then I'm going to turn around and relist them on the platforms I like best, and then go ahead and sell that for 50 down, 50 a month for 48 months on a seller finance note. That's where the magic happens. Now this deal right here, look at this. This was this the one? Yeah, $9.99 for over 3 acres. I would pay that straight up. Wouldn't be any haggling or anything on that. Unfortunately, as I was diving into this and making this video, I'm like, yo, I'm about to click the buy it now button. Where's the buy it now button? Nowhere to be found on here because it turned out the deal was actually pending. But the biggest thing is you have to be on these platforms every day. Even if you just carve out 15 minutes every morning before you go to work or whatever the case, scroll. You're going to see who's on there, what deals are available, which ones you got to take note on, and either pick up the phone and call them, get chummy with the sellers, or a deal like this. Dude, I would click buy it now, throw that on my credit card, turn around, resell it instantly on a nice seller finance note, and triple my investment over a handful of years. That's how you spot these deals, and you just flip them for profits there. Look at me. This is me still scrolling like a madman saying, where's the buy it now button at, man? Until I realized it was pending, and then I cried a little bit, and then it was okay. So, but these deals are out there. You typically will not have them smack you right in the face, but when you build a relationship with the individuals that are listing them for $800-900, believe me, they can do $500 on them too. You may have to butter them up a little bit, maybe, do a little trade-off or something, but you will get those deals. Now, if you have any questions about the land investing industry, feel free to drop a comment down below. As always, I truly appreciate you tuning into this. I look forward to connecting with you and creating follow-up videos covering all your questions in the very near future.